Everyone, I'm just here to hang out for an hour unless people want to do something else. I got to get everything open. Give me a second. If you're wondering, if you're just seeing this stream pop up, you're like, what the heck? We finished Smart Guys, and I didn't know how late the show was going to run today. So I basically made the entire first block of my stream Smart Guys, but we finished, so we got a little bit of extra time, and I said, I'll come by and hang out with you guys. That's all good. Time is my biggest problem in my adult life. I don't have enough time to do what everyone wants me to do. So let me get everything reset up here. I need to get the chat open for YouTube. I do have the Kick chat open, and I can see you guys there, but I don't have the YouTube chat open. Let me go ahead and just reset everything. No, for the record, I am not expecting anything on this stream at all. I'm not out looking for contributions. I just want to chill for an hour.
You absolutely know if he cleared $500, $600, $700 or whatever, he would absolutely not be here right now. I wouldn't think, but if you notice, he's still trying to get to that 80 goals. So I kind of think that's why we're here, but we never ended up getting here. And one of the things I want to talk about, of course, him breaking the rules, because this is yesterday's show, Wednesday, and he wants his damn Chick-fil-A. So, but what do? We were only at 79 goals.
Because I got nothing better to do until my wife gets home. Time is my biggest problem in my adult life.
You don't have enough time, but you have nothing better to do.
I do have some positive news for all of you that you may enjoy regarding DSP Tries It. So let me just go ahead and finish the setup here. Okay. And
he was gone for like 20 minutes after the show. That little stupid picture they have put up of the Smart Guy show was up. He couldn't have possibly switched everything over. He knew he was going to stream. He knew he was going to stream and fold and say that he was going to do Chick-fil-A anyway. But we got to do this right now live, of course.
And, no.
It would help if your monitor wasn't halfway across the room, dumbass. Can we get you a telescope? Someone donate him a telescope so he can see his fucking monitor, please.
What's up, guys? I see people in Kick chat talking. Let me just get the YouTube chat open, and then we can hang out for a little bit. Just relax. No big pressure here of anything. All right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to give me money or anything. No pressure.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me get this out of here. Got to get the right stuff up. Here we go. Get this up here. Cool.
Can't talk or anything while we do this. Ew, don't do that. Don't do that.
We had all these tech issues on Smart Guys, and come to find out they actually weren't me. And I thought
couldn't care at all about any tech issues. So I just wanted to note that because I made a video a couple of days ago about how he goes on and on. He doesn't have any time, not enough time to do this, not enough time to do that. But hey, I have a whole hour where I have nothing else going on. Just kind of interesting, the contradictions. He's got time to fuck off when he wants time to fuck off. And again, because he does make his own schedule, but don't ever let this man tell you that he doesn't have enough time. He sits here for over an hour, browses the Chick-fil-A menu, and just fucks off because he doesn't, well, he wants money, but because he doesn't want to do anything. And he doesn't have to do anything because he makes his own schedule.
Once we get better, it's not focused, is it? Oh, now it is. It's like autofocused. Once we get better, and again, we get the tech issues ironed out, and we hit our stride with pacing and everything, I think that the show will be better. It's just, you know, we're getting our what do they call? We're getting our sea legs. That'd be a good way to put it. We're getting our sea legs for the show.
Well, you better hurry up and do it because last week you made like 550 and now you made like half of that this week. So, and you whale called and you were begging detractors. I've watched other people's videos, of course. They're just absolute legends with their videos that are already out. You were begging detractors to come give you money. I don't know, you must have fell and hit your head and actually went stupider. I don't know what the hell was going on with all that, but you made like less than half or about half-ish. I can't math. I went to public school in the Midwest. Don't make me math. But yeah, this was a big fucking miserable fail, bro. And last week wasn't even that great. Y'all wanted $1,000. So, this, you better get whatever kind of legs you need to get because you're going to need to be walking to go find something else to do.
We're very close to enough goals that we're going to plan the 100 goal reward, which is the viewer's choice event.
You better be very careful talking about hitting all these goals because you couldn't even hit your 80 on time. Again, technically, he did because I count smart guys because I think to not count it is a big bunch of bullshit. But I understand why he's double and triple dipping. I get it. It doesn't make it right. I don't like it, but I understand it. But remember, he's already hit 80, but publicly, quote unquote, it looks like he hasn't hit 80 yet. So he better stop being extremely presumptuous. He says things throughout this little hour, whatever it is. Well, we're going to hit this many goals by then, and we're going to do that, and we're going to hit the goal today and tomorrow. You better be very careful because he's getting to the place again. I feel, my opinion, he's getting to the place again where he isn't calling it a streak anymore, but he is now again becoming, he's always been dependent on it and reliant on it, but he's getting cocky and thinking that the 150 is just going to happen every single stream. And it can be dangerous when you're putting a lot of eggs in one very iron dented basket.
So, by the way, my wife is arriving home right now. I just heard her come in. So, I'm probably going to get Jasper Kitty downstairs. So, here's the deal.
Would rather stream than greet her at the door, ask her how her day is, see what's going on. Would rather sit here and stream. And he hasn't been streaming that particularly long either. Couldn't take a break for a little bit and go and say hi. What do you need? What do you want? What's going on? How you doing? How's your day? Here's how my day. Nope, none of it. Would rather sit up here. Hasn't made any fucking money in the time he's been sitting here either. Just wanted to put that out there.
Because I haven't talked about this yet today because we just finished with the
You haven't talked to your wife either, but I guess we're not going to talk about that.
wrestling stuff, right? So we're at 79 goals. Quite frankly,
I'm breaking my own rules because I'm allowed to break my own rules because I make my own rules and they don't really matter. And by the way, I win by default. I take out any way that these gimmicks could fail. I take out any possible way that I could lose. And at the end of the day, I do whatever the fuck I want to do.
believe like we would have hit 80 today if I didn't have no internet yesterday, which is kind of bullshit. You know, like that's not anyone's fault, but some freaking vandal who went up the line.
Then maybe you shouldn't plan these things. Things that we don't realize are going to happen, the unforeseen, because we're not psychic, because we're not clairvoyant. These kinds of things can happen at any particular time. You have no idea. Stop planning these things out so specifically because you think you know what's going to happen. Because now look at what has happened to you. Something as, I don't want to say as simple, but something as meh, as losing your internet for 12 hours. I mean, this kind of makes you look like a dick. This really just kind of goes to show that you'll do whatever the fuck you want whenever you want. I mean, we all knew that anyway. Nobody is learning any new information in that, but slow your roll, my guy. You're trying to make $1,500 a week. I can see what you're trying to do. And I'm not the only one. Everybody can see what you're trying to do. You're trying to pull 6 G's a month off of this fucking food. You don't give a fuck about this food. You order DoorDash whenever you want anyway. Every time someone's like, oh, what's for dinner? And he says, oh, it's chicken meatloaf. No, the fuck it wasn't. They went and got Chinese food or got pizza or did whatever. He just fucking tells you that. You know what I mean? It's like, don't expect me to believe that they're doing all that home cooking and all that kind of shit. But it just goes to show these goals are meaningless.
Line and cut the wires.
And if something doesn't go the way I want it to go or the way I need it to go, this shows something very interesting right here. He has these goals, and of course, it's all just a big bunch of bullshit. You know, he just wants the money. And again, that's fine. But it just goes to show that when he doesn't get his way, he'll do whatever he's got to do to make his way happen.
So I feel like maybe we're just going to do DSP tries it right now.
And you've known that. You've known that all fucking day. I don't know why we're just talking about it now. I know he did that, super lame wrestling show or whatever, but you already knew that. You already knew what you were going to do. You've been plotting and scheming it since whatever the fuck day it was when you didn't have any internet. We already know.
I feel like maybe what we should do is just order the Chick-fil-A and have it for dinner today because my wife just got home. I'm sure she'd prefer to just have something delivered than have to cook.
So, wife just got home. Remember, you know what? I'll just play the clip.
because I got nothing better to do until my wife gets home.
Got nothing going on. Got nothing to do. Can't go downstairs and clean up the house a little bit, get ready for her, make her something to eat. Nope. Gonna come home to no food. Oh, and you gotta wait. You gotta wait till I'm ready to order it. He sits up here, we'll get there, but he sits up here and browses through the menu for like 10 minutes figuring out what he wants to eat.
Um,
Poor time management. Could have already had something for her, something for them to have, or was already working on it. You know what I mean? Could have already been in the process of doing something, or could have even already ordered the food.
if we do it on Friday, it doesn't make sense because she's home from work and she can make a meal, no problem.
Yeah, why would she want a day off to do nothing? You get a day off to do nothing. I know you talk about how hard you work on your, on your day off. I get it, but we all know that you really don't. So yeah, I mean, why would she want to have a day off where she doesn't have to cook you your square 16 meals a day?
So it just fits the schedule better to do it today. And that was
I think it fits your schedule better to do it today, but you look like an asshole. Oh, by the way, your shit still says 78. At least it doesn't say 78 out of 60 anymore, but I thought we were at 79. If you're going to have this little thing displayed and scroll in here like endlessly, harassingly all day long, at least get your shit right.
what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be we were going to do it today. We would have. Yesterday, even if we did Smart Guys on the first stream, I would have hit the goal on the late stream and hit the goal on the day stream, and we would have done it.
How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't know.
We would have done DSP tries it. So
You don't know that.
I don't think that I should.
Because when you got your internet back, you did do a nighttime stream. Okay? And that was pretty pathetic. You never know when you're going to hit a goal and when you're not. This presumptuous behavior is really quite something.
Have that screw stuff over. All right. So how about this?
But how did it screw you over? You're still getting what you want because you're bending and shaping things to do whatever you want to do. So how is really anything a big obstacle for you or a big hurdle for you when you will just do whatever the fuck you want whenever you want it?
Let's go ahead. No, this is not an impromptu stream for DoorDash. What are you talking about? I'm not asking for anything. No one's contributing. I don't care. Okay? I think what we'll do is I'm just going to get Jasper Kitty downstairs, and then I'll come back up, and we'll look at the menu, and we'll actually figure out what I want to order, and then I'll put the order in, and this is going to be DSP Tries It on this stream.
Yeah, it's actually super boring. I don't have anything else here. Just a couple interesting tidbits when he talks about how he doesn't have any time to do anything, but he can sit here for an hour, and then everything, with Kat trying to cook and all of that stuff. And I just thought that was something, that I could talk about to throw in. But there is just one more thing, because really all that ends up happening here is he goes and runs off for a little while, and then he comes back, menu browses for 10 minutes, does a big bunch of bullshit. Then he, goes, orders the food, comes back, leaves and gets the food. It's like round and round and round. But every time he leaves, he puts on that really creepy, haunting, paranormal activity style shot of like the whole room. And every time he leaves and comes back, I just want to show you. Here we go. Hold on. So I just want to show this. Here we have, all you see is his arm right now, but the guy went to, I don't know, go see Kat, do some bullshit. He's going to come back in and look at the Chick-fil-A menu and everything. But the other day when he was talking about how great his setup was and he's got all of this room. Well, you see when he walks into the room here from the left, that jank ass desk and that keyboard, he can't get to his chair. So watch, I know we've seen it before, but this fool walks all the way around, and then for everyone's benefit, the actual timestamp is 15:25:16. You see him literally have to like hug the wall. He like wall hugs and has to fucking shimmy. And he does this every time because he gets up and leaves like 3 times. He kicks Jasper out, whatever the fuck that means, then goes away to order the food and then comes back to get the food. And every time he comes back, he does this wall hug shimmy thing. And I don't know, it's just so comical to me. So he comes in here, doesn't even look like he has a whole lot of room, has to walk all the way around, and here comes a shimmy, 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 then has to fully turn around. That's what he has to do just to get to his desk. but it's so aerated, as he said. It's so airy, it's so open, it's so spacious. Look at all the fucking room he has, you guys. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch him browse the menu and eat the food. I watched him eat the food for 40 minutes. It was super gross, as you as you might imagine. So that's all I have. The guy is off today because it's Thursday. So not giving us a whole lot of content. Let's all take a break. Let's decompress from all the filifer. I hope you enjoyed the video. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. If not, totally cool. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. But I hope to see you in the next one.